turn my game on. Wait, what was that? Oh yeah. Big smoke energy, Rasta vapor memory, gang beef in the industry. Ha. Yo, I load it up. Wait, load what's up? Oh yeah, that Schedule 1. Looking fresh in the pixel sun. Meanwhile, other game acting mad. Simulating what? Looking kinda sad. Tryna sue me, tryna do me, but forgot they own storyline goofy.
I'll save you the time. This meme right here pretty much explains my whole stance.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
Yep, that's pretty much what went on here. If you're not aware, Drug Dealer Simulator has put into action an investigation to find out if there was copyright infringement committed by Schedule 1. That's right, Schedule 1 being the more popular of the two games. But in reality, what is happening here is it appears to be a bit of jealousy. All right, a bit of jealousy. So let's go ahead and read what they had to say about this because it's going around the internet. We even had good old Dexerto out there reporting that Schedule 1 had been sued. Here, you had good old Dexerto saying that there had been a lawsuit filed. And no, there has been no lawsuit filed. So we'll go here and we'll read it. This is from Movie Games, the people that put out Drug Dealer Simulator and apparently Drug Dealer Simulator 2. I had no idea that there was a second one. My apologies. I have a feeling I'm not alone on that one, though. So here we go. Regarding Schedule 1, there is no lawsuit. Dear gamers, we'd like to address your Schedule 1 Drug Dealer Simulator publication and share some facts regarding the situation. Hold it! It looks like 73% of you watching this aren't subscribed. Time to click that button. You know where to find it. 1. There is no lawsuit. 2. It is our intention to prevent TVGS from selling. It is not, rather, our intention to prevent TVGS from selling or developing their game. That is the Schedule 1 producer. And so there is an investigation into the nature of similarities between the games since the preliminary legal analysis indicated there might have been some infringement. All right? 4. The analysis and investigation were necessary in light of repeating opinions that the games are very similar. By not investigating it, Movie Games, being a publicly traded company, could face severe consequences for negligence. 5. The above was communicated only via ESPI, a stock market communication system, where we are obligated to publish such information for full transparency. Not publishing it would also be a case of negligence. From there, it was picked up by the media and in some cases wrongly reported as a lawsuit. So to be clear, as that bold text says above, Drug Dealer Simulator from Movie Games is not participating in a lawsuit at this time. 6. The above is handled only by Movie Games, the publisher, not by Byte Runners, the developer of Drug Dealer Simulator. The developer is not involved in it whatsoever. Okay? So this is what we need to understand about this, is that the publisher of this game has to go out and protect their investors in this whole thing. And this is just more red tape bureaucracy that melts your brain because it does nothing to actually improve the market. It only makes sure that certain people feel content with the $5 they threw at a gaming studio. It's such a bizarre situation to find yourself in. So they're clarifying here. There is no ill will toward TVGS. We even mailed them best wishes shortly after the release, when the game was already huge, but not before the investigation was deemed necessary. However, we are obligated to perform this investigation, act accordingly to the scope of the infringement if it is confirmed, and inform the public about it via the ESPI. Best wishes, Movie Games. And so that's what we need to understand here, is that the devs have nothing to do with this. This has to do with the publisher that has the distribution rights and thus has control over how people are perceiving these things in the market. So just something to keep in the back of your head about all this. Because again, take a look at this. It's absolutely gigantic performance. You have right here, as of the 3rd, this is April 3rd, by the way, it could be even bigger by now. You have April 3rd here saying that 414,000, sorry, I'll say that right, 414,000 players, brain broke there, were on in 4 days ago, right? So that's the all-time peak was 414,000. Yeah, 414,000. I'm sorry. It's just one of these bizarre things, right? To sit here and try to like put in your mind that they're suing each other because of drug dealing. Okay, you have to remember these drug dealer games have been on there, been around since like the like super powerful calculus calculators. They had all those on there, drug dealer games, simulator games. I think it was Dope Wars was another one that did this. There's a slew of mobile games about selling drugs. I think Mafia Wars has like a whole, I don't know, level or gameplay mechanic about it. I'm not sure. But to go around and try to prove that you have like copyright control over distributing and selling drugs in a simulated environment is a bit much. Some players have come out and said that the maps are similar, so I can't really speak to if the TVGS game company ended up copying these maps or not. I don't know. I can't really speak to that. However, what I can say about this is that they are looking to move into this slowly. They are responding mostly to this review bombing campaign that went on. Now, when I say review bombing, this is the reality of it actually, is that because the publisher has gone out and pursued this investigation, not even a lawsuit. Folks have reacted to this quite negatively and decided to take out their actions on Drug Dealer Simulator on Steam. So as you can see, we have the overwhelmingly negative reviews that are starting to like crop up here as the game, excuse me, as Schedule One and whatnot come into this lawsuit conversation. And so people thinking that this is a lawsuit now have gone and started really laying it in on Drug Dealer Simulator. So just so we're all clear on the whole situation that's happening in front of us when it comes to Drug Dealer Simulator, there is no lawsuit happening here. There is a streak of jealousy, quite clearly, that's running through this, because you can't legally protect the simulation of selling drugs. That is, you're in for a very long, long, long battle in the gaming industry if you're going to do that, because just about every game out there that has an RPG function is selling some kind of concoction, which again can fall under your supposed copyright control. Now, I get Drug Dealer Simulator and Schedule One have a lot in common. Yes, I understand this. They have a way of how they're executing, how they're packaging, how this whole process of accumulating weed to sell, weed drugs to sell, the drugs' effects on people sometimes are the same. So I understand this. However, when it comes to how these games are made and what is derivative and what is a copy, those are two entirely different questions. Someone taking a look at Drug Dealer Simulator said, I can do that better, and they pursued that. That is not copyright infringement. Copyright infringement is when you look at Drug Dealer Simulator and say, I'm going to do exactly that. That's when you end up with copyright infringement, brand confusion, trademark infringement, all this stuff that you can end up in court over. And Drug Dealer Simulator, though it has a case to be made that maybe the levels are a bit the same, or excuse me, the map design is a bit the same, but it's just a big square. It's just a big square. I'm not really sure that Taco Ticklers is in the same place as the other restaurants on Drug Dealer Simulator, but I'm not really sure. You'll have to let me know if you're a Drug Dealer Simulator enthusiast and let me know if these games are that similar because I don't see it, but I'm more engaged in the art style and the like moment to moment gameplay, which is different enough in my opinion that there isn't a one-to-one copy. And again, you can't really prove that because these are derivative upon the idea of simulating being a drug dealer. And thus, the origin of the idea is not with Drug Dealer Simulator. I think it goes back to one of those old calculus calculators. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments below what you think about all this. And really, I really want to let you know, don't do drugs. It's bad for you kids. You'll end up looking cool and people will probably ask you questions about the world, so just don't do that, right? Like they had to take cigarettes out of advertising because it looks too cool, so don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do drugs. Play Drug Dealer Simulator. Play Schedule One. More importantly, play Schedule One. That one's a lot of fun. You can watch it over on Wildcats channel. Vanos Gaming got involved with it, and then Soup over there with the goons. Those guys have a great time with Drug Dealer Simulator. They were kind of built for it. Soup and Ethan were definitely built for it. If you want to hear more about this kind of conversation, though, please make sure to tune in to our live stream right here on this channel, Bounding into Comics, on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Right here, we talk about anime in the first opening hour. That is the Tokyo Happy Hour that we open up the show with. And then at 9 p.m., we switch into conversation about gaming. But as always, guys, good luck out there.